First delivery. Can you tell? I got the mask on. Supposed to be venting out the bottom. I got the nose thing pinched down. I can't see. It's fogged up already. Look at that. Jeez. Had these for just a couple hours. And they're fogging up. I think you can get some stuff that you spray on here. Some sort of coating, anti-fog coating that I need to look into, because I got a feeling this is going to be a problem with whatever I get as far as safety glasses or safety goggles. We're really interested also to see how long they hold up to you know, not scratching. Because one common thing is they always get dusty, and you're always trying to either blow them off or clean them off so that you can get back to work. And I don't know, I mean, I'm sure there's a proper way to clean them without scratching them, but you know, who really has time for that? This lens is replaceable, and I think you can even get a tinted one. This is DeWalt, nice and yellow, look pretty flashy, but we'll see. I got another one, should be in the mail in the next day or so, that I think it cost about 5 times more than these, that I think should work pretty good. Next update, look, nothing's hanging from the ceiling anymore. I got rid of everything that was hanging up in these things. I just cut these off, so there was no option for me to restore junk up there. It's all gone, and I just zipped it right off so that I can't go back to it. As a handyman, I guess it's a weird term, because it's not very defining of what a handyman does. Is a handyman a repairman? Does he do remodeling work? Does he only clean your gutters? You know, I get called in to do everything. I've been recording, you know, quite a bit of my work over the last 2 years, and the project for today is not unique to what I do. When people don't know what to do, they call me. I mean, not just related to their home. Today I'll be working, or the video you're going to watch today is me working on a food trailer. It's kind of like a food truck, but it's a pull-behind trailer. And they hit a tree with it, and there is a vent, a commercial-grade vent on the ceiling or on the roof that exhausts right over this commercial-grade grill inside. So there's about 24 hours before the biggest event of the year, and there will be inspections. So they have to have a working ventilation fan, or they either can't go, or they go and risk getting fined. It's a serious situation when someone comes to inspect your food truck at the city's largest event of the year. Called me and said, "Can you come fix this? We have no idea who to call. There's no way to get a replacement or find a person to install a replacement." So I said, you know, couldn't hurt to have me come take a look at it, and watch the video, and I will discuss a few details at the end. This come off? I think take this out. Of course it's stripped. Oh, this thing ain't even hooked up. That's weird. Son of a... White. Do I have white on here? No. This one's gonna be black. I'm not sure if this is aluminum or not. It's pretty strong. Could be just galvanized steel. But I'm going to try to beat this out so at least the fan can spin. Oh yeah. It's actually going pretty easy. You see that? Maybe it is aluminum. It bent out pretty easy. No hammer. This is gonna go in easy. Come on, baby. Get in there. Oh. Alright, time to fire this thing up. See what happens. Looks like it works. Now I just need to fix this silly thing there.
thing I'm worried about is they park wrong angle, it could flex the trailer and flex this, and the squirrel fan could start rubbing again. There's this piece here on this flex line that broke off, so that's why I just have this temporarily hooked up. So I'm gonna undo this whip here and take this into Lowe's and see if they've got one that'll replace it. Isn't necessary, but it's for YouTube. Pretty good.
Some of you may caught on that there is a dummy switch that's on that electrical box on the outside. I don't know what it's for. It could have been for some sort of inspection, that they need to have another disconnect up there. I just put it back the way that it was and told them that that switch up there doesn't do anything, and it wasn't hooked up, and I don't have it hooked up now. Another thing I told them is that since this is made of aluminum, if it's sitting out in the hot sun, that housing, that round housing that I beat with a rubber mallet to clear the squirrel fan, it may expand and contract and warp and twist, and it may start rubbing. It would be a light rub. It wouldn't be anything too crazy, but they should put in their budget to get a replacement housing. The motor and the actual fan seemed fine. There was one fin on the squirrel fan that was bent in a little bit, and I just straightened that out. Didn't have any excessive vibration, and they were able to go to the event, and they did get inspected, and they did not get any fines at all. They had worked the entire night at a commissary. That's where you rent out a big commercial kitchen. I think that's how it works. And spent the whole night cooking and preparing food for this event. And what I heard was that they sold everything, and it was a complete success. Some other strange, I don't know if they're really strange, but what happens when a rabbit falls down a window well? Who do you call? Do you call the city animal control? Actually, you probably could call them. Pest removal, but a lot of people just don't know who to call, and they call their handyman. And I've removed dead mice, dead squirrels, still alive rabbits, just to name a few odd things that I've been called to do. I remember this one time years ago. I hadn't even gone into business yet. I was still a superintendent on the job site of the houses that I was building, and I get a call from a woman, and it was a year after they had purchased. We were still building out this gigantic neighborhood. I mean, it was huge, hundreds and hundreds of houses, and calls me up crying. They turned their sprinkler systems on too early, and it froze, and there was a geyser at their backflow preventer, and she didn't know what to do. Her husband, he didn't even know how to turn the water off. So I show up with my fancy white hard hat and polo shirt, and she's in tears, and he's, you know, kind of flustered and walks out the door. He gave me a nice greeting and said, "Hey, thanks for coming over to taking care of this. I got to get to work." And I just went downstairs and shut the water off and told them not to turn it on until at least the end of May. But that customer, it actually wasn't a customer at the time. They turned into a customer, and it's been like 13 years or something that I've known them, and I still do work for them. And it's weird. They just sold that house. They haven't closed on it yet. Or maybe they did close. They're moving in like 2 days. But just another story from my experience in the construction world and handyman business. Don't forget to click the like button. What it does is it shows engagement, that viewers are engaging in the video, and the program, the AI, artificial intelligent YouTube logarithm, sees that. If you click the like button and you type a comment, YouTube likes that, and it boosts your video in searches and related videos and recommended videos. So if you could give it a like, if you got a question or comment, or you see someone else's question that you know the answer to, feel free to jump in the conversation and put comments down below.